Hi guys, it's Crystal. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to make these super cute ornaments that are for your bridesmaids and maid of honor. So it'll be a cute little gift. I seen somebody create this last year. I do not remember who, and I know there's a ton of people that have done it since. Definitely switching it up and doing it different, but I do remember seeing some that had bridesmaid on them. So like I said, I don't remember exactly who's the first post I ever seen, but there's tons of them out there right now, like I said. So what I did was I've created this super cute little box that I found in Cricut Design Space. I used the Heidi Swap font to create the Bridesmaid and Maid of Honor. So you're definitely going to have purchased or already own the Heidi Swap, and it's available through Cricut. I'm going to have this file shared down below. We're going to create these super cute gift boxes along with the ornaments. So you can either, use clear acetate. The one I'm using here is kind of like this holographic polka dots. It's really, really cute. This is cardstock. Both of these are from Cricut, but this would just be a solid. So you would have it where it goes inside and out. That's a cute option. Or they also have this foil embossed paper. And it's really pretty, so you can feel texture, you can see texture, and it's foil, so you can see like that layer off of it. And they have this really pretty set here. This is the pink and white. I'm going to go ahead and show you a couple of those really quick, and then we're going to jump right in. Also to note, the vinyl that I'm using today is Cricut's premium vinyl, and this one right here is called Something Blue. How fitting is this? So I went with the blue because you need something blue, and it would just be super cute to go on the ornament. And then we're doing these in rose gold. You would want to do whatever your wedding is. So if you're doing a purple or whatever color your wedding is, you may want to do your ornaments in that. Same thing with your gift boxes. Maybe you want to switch it up and do something different. But here, it comes with 3 of each design, so you could either get a couple of these packs. Say you have 6 bridesmaids, purchase 2 of these. It comes with 3 of each. So you have this cute pattern here, and I believe I've showed these in another video as well. And then you have this one here, super cute. And then you have this one I absolutely love. It has roses. That would be a cute box. And then you have the stripes. That's the one that I'm going to do now. You have these really pretty stripes. All right, so what we're going to do is set this out of the way. Once again, I will have all of these linked down below, but this is their foil embossed paper, and it's pink and white. The acetate that I'm using is from this collection here. This is the foil acetate pinpoint sampler. It's really cute. There is a ton of them. You have tons of different circles that you can choose from in here, as well as little squares, dots, and like these little lines right here are really cute. It's kind of hard to tell with the lighting. What I chose, it almost looks like little diamonds. So it's a diamond shape. It looks like little diamonds. Once again, I know it's kind of hard to tell right there, but here it is. Maybe you guys can see it a little bit better. I just thought it was super adorable. All right, jumping right into Cricut Design Space. Hopefully my glare is not too much. You guys can see here I've created the Maid of Honor and Bridesmaid. I like them because they're a little bit quirky. And then what I did here on the inside of the box, you can take it off. I just have it attached. You can take it off. It's going to write, "Will you be my," and then your ornaments would say Maid of Honor or Bridesmaid. Now, what you can do, this font, you would have to fill it in either afterwards. You could fill it in with an ink pen, or you could take something like a Tombow glue that has a nice point on it, go through it, and then add some glitter, or you could heat emboss. You could do something like that, would be really cool. So I have it set, so like I said, you could completely delete that and not have that. It's really cute, just like this. Or like I said, once you open it, it'll say, "Will you be my," and then Maid of Honor. So this is your box. This is your window. You could completely leave out the window and just have the square here if you wanted to. So just do whatever you want there. And so let's go ahead and get started. So we're going to use the iPad. I'm going to hit Make It. I'm going to hit Replace. All right. So the first thing that it's wanting us to do is add our cardstock. It's just a little bit thinner than cardstock. I'm going to go ahead and get it face down. So when you do this, make sure your design is going in the direction that you want it to. So I want my lines to go in this direction. So making sure I have them this direction on the mat, if that makes sense. So I'm going to go ahead. So pay attention to your pattern. I'm going to put this upside down. The reason being is so it can draw inside of the box. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and load this. And at the same time, I'm going to go ahead and load our Cricut stylus. If you were using the Cricut Maker, you could use the scoring wheel. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hit continue. And we're going to hit go. All right, so now it wants us to load our pin, so we're just going to open that up, load our pin, shut the door, and hit go. So I'm going to go ahead and unload my pin, get the cap back on, and you always want to store it upside down. All right, you're going to hit unload, close the door, and the best way to remove these is to flip your mat upside down, and you're basically going to peel your mat off your paper. So it's kind of like the opposite of what you normally would do, and that will help this from bending. So it's going to stay straight, and then you can just peel this off. All right, so for our next piece, I'm going to load some acetate here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and load that. Now I'm going to go ahead and change it to custom. Come over here and click all material, and I'm going to type in acetate. As I start to type it in, it'll come up foil acetate. All right, and hit go. All right, unload. All right, for our last piece, I'm going to load our something blue vinyl. Kind of reminds me of a Tiffany blue. Load, and I'm going to change this to vinyl on our wheel here, and hit go. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and unload it. We're going to take off our vinyl here. So now what I'm going to do is trim these in half. If you guys hear any movement in here, it's my dog. She decided to come in. So let's put this thing together. So the first thing that I'm going to do is flip this over. So now you guys can see where it says, "Will you be my?" And that's going to be on the inside. So you can fill that in, like I said, with a pin. You could take one of those pins with the heat embossing and do that. Or you could just simply take your Cricut pen and completely fill that in. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over so we can get our acetate. Now, once again, like this one here, you could leave it out and just kind of have it there. So you can do whatever you want to. You always see on acetate there is a protective piece here. Always take that off first, and then now you can see it's super clear. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get ready to put this down. What I'm going to do is take my glue runner, and I like to get a scrap piece of paper under here so I don't get adhesive on my work surface. And I'm going to take my glue runner here and just kind of go down the sides here. There's not a whole lot of a big strip that this touches, so I don't like to go crazy because I don't want it on the rest of the box. So I'm just getting a little touch to where my acetate's going to stick. So that looks good to me. Now I'm going to go ahead and place my acetate down. Just like so. Kind of rub that in. I just like to use my fingers, just like that, right? Get that all rubbed in. So that part's done. So now you guys can see how cute we've got our cute little window, and it's ready to go. So at this point, I start folding all my lines. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of my crease marks. And this would even be great for ornaments, whether you're making any type of ornament for Christmas. Maybe you want to personalize and just put somebody's name on an ornament. All right. Maybe you want to do the Thomases, or you just want to do your kiddo's name, so like Ashley or something like that. All right, here we go. So now what I'm going to do, my next thing is I want to glue this. So this piece here is going to go on the inside, just like so. So I'm going to go ahead. I like to make sure my boxes are going to stay put. So I like to use like a little Tombow, more, you know, something that's going to last a little longer. I'm not too big of a fan, to be honest, on glue runners when it comes to things like this. I want to make sure there's no way that thing's coming undone, especially if it's a gift, okay? So I'm getting a little adhesive. I love Tombow, and you can see this is nasty. It's a mess because I use it all the time. You can get them at Michael's, Amazon. I'll have it linked down below. It's one of my favorite adhesives. It dries super, super fast, and it's only a couple dollars. So it's definitely worth it. And it's got a big tip and a very fine point. So that'll be good to fill in and then add glitter to the font if you wanted to. And then I take like a bone folder here and I go on the inside and rub along that glue. And you don't even have to wait for that to dry. It's ready to go. So we just keep moving forward. It just dries so fast. I'm loving the stripes here. Okay, so the way that this bottom's going to work is you're going to fold this one down. So the one that has this piece here, you're going to fold that in. And then these pieces here are going to pop underneath, just like that. So it's going to pop. You can see that little leg. It's going to pop underneath. Oh, just like so. And then this piece here, which I totally forgot to crease. I mean, it's got its line, so I could get it. All right, I'm going to tuck that thing in there. So you've got this perfect bottom. Okay, so you can see how nice that bottom tucks in. I just love it. Now, I've got to bend this one too. I don't know what happened. I totally forgot to score some of these. I was just so excited to show you guys. So you want to make sure all of these get bent. Like I said, they're scored, but you just need to bend them so they're a lot easier to work with. All right, there we go. So now we're ready for our ornament. So if you were going to fill this in, you would want to do that before you put your box together. Now we're ready for the ornament. So I'm going to go ahead and weed this really fast. So I'm going to show you guys a little trick when it comes to working with ornaments. So first of all, let me go ahead and tell you really fast. The ornaments that I'm using today are from Michaels. It was a set of 8. It's by the brand Ashland, and they were $10. And I believe like Michaels usually has 50% off Christmas, so they were $5. Also, if you purchase things like this towards the end of Christmas when they're like a couple bucks, you may already have a ton of ornaments. But either way, they're this is a super affordable project. You could get these at Walmart, Hobby Lobby, wherever it may be. But these are the ones I'm using today. So let me go and pop one out. And this is a trick, okay? So take a cup. This one, for example, is the one that we did from, this is like a Starbucks cup. So you could use a coffee mug. I'm just going to take a little towel and I'm going to set it on top because it just gives me a little bit of, if you can see, like a center, if that makes sense. And so it cradles it like a little baby, right? So it's super helpful. Now, you don't have to have the pins down in here. This will perfectly hold on top. It's just, this is what I hold my pins in. So I'm going to set that on top there. Now, you'll want to take and get some alcohol. Like I said, I keep it in a rubbing spray bottle. And you may want to really wipe that down just to take off any oil so it will stick better and last longer. All right. There we go. So here. All right, so here we go. Now you can position this. Hopefully you guys can see this pretty good. You guys can position this. As you can see, I'm not laying it like flat down like this. I'm actually propping it up towards me a little bit. Okay, then one that we're going to be doing today is the Bridesmaid. That's what I'm going to show you really quick. I'm going to scoot this over just a little bit. Now, let me give you guys a huge tip when it comes to working with projects like this, where you want it to release it super fast, super easy. The absolute best transfer tape is from Expressions Vinyl. This one here is called their paper transfer tape. It is a 6 by 100 foot roll. I'll try to look down in there because you guys can see it. These are $9.99. So when I tell you guys that Expressions Vinyl has 20% off, go use it on these things. Through Expressions Vinyl, I always have 10% off. Use the coupon code CrystalAnn, all together, CrystalAnn. It will be linked down below with the link to Expressions Vinyl. So you can always save 10% with Expressions Vinyl. They gave us a coupon code. So you guys always remember when you're checking out, CrystalAnn will always work for you. 10%. Okay. Now, you can use this stuff over and over again. I've already used it a couple times already, making the few I've done. Now, I just love it because it tears off. I'll actually show you that really quick. So when you need a little piece here, you can actually tear whatever size you're needing. So say we just need a little piece like this. I can actually tear that off. This is perfect when you need to work with wet method, so I can actually wet this, and that way I can maneuver it as well. But watch how fast and how easy it picks this stuff up, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and take it just like this. I'm going to rub it just a couple of times like this. All right. I am going to flip it over, and you're not going to believe how easy that really is. Look at that. Is that not insane? Now, I have been obsessed with the Dollar Tree transfer tape until this stuff came in my life, okay? It's definitely amazing. Okay, so here we go. So all you have to do when you're working with a round surface is this. Now, remember with this paper, you can't completely see through it really good, but I pretty much know about where I need to go. So I can hover above and pretty much know where I need to be. Now, I can't see really good because I'm working with a camera here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work, there's two pieces here, two parts of the wording, but I welded it together. So I'm going to get one side and then the next. So what I'm doing is I'm just kind of rubbing down some of these letters one at a time, just like so. And then I'm going to come up here to the top, carefully rubbing everything one at a time, nice and slowly. And you're not going to believe this, all right? So just hold on. I can always come down here like this. I'm bending my paper. I'm doing whatever I want to. Let's see. So I'm going to hold on those two pieces. All right, here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and get those pieces there. All right, I know this will make sense. Watch how easy. You see, I'm not really pushing on this hard or anything like that. Look how easy this is releasing this, okay? Just like that. Now, you can see I have not attached the other pieces yet because with a round surface, it can start to buckle. So now I could go back in. So I just slow down and you stop and do what you can. Now, if it's all connected, it would be harder to do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line these guys back up where they need to be. Something like this. I may get like these two here. All right. Peel that off. It just doesn't stick to this stuff. It just releases it like crazy. I know it's hard to believe. It's insane. Okay. So I'm going to get this one right here. So take your time. Be slow. Now, mine may actually come up a little bit more than where it was. But it came out super adorable. Look how cute this is. But that transfer tape just releases it super, super easy. Okay, so then your next step is you need some ribbon. And we're going to just trim that right off, just like so. Run this through here. That way we can make a little loop for it to be hung on the tree. Just like so. And then I'm going to take and tie it off. You guys let me know down below in the comments, what are you guys working on? What is your biggest Christmas project you guys are going to make this season? Is anybody in your family getting married? Are you making Christmas ornaments? Let me know down below. Okay, so here we go. So I've got my little tie on here. You can make that as short or as long as you want to. So looking cute. I love that Heidi swap font. I love it. I use it a lot. Okay, so now I'm going to set this out of the way. I'm going to bring my box back in. So let me teach you another trick. So you can either just set this in your box. You can put some of that like confetti stuff down in the bottom too, like that crunchy paper. You could run your paper, like some really pretty paper, through your shredder and make them those really crunchy papers that you can put down in there. That would be cute. If you would like to make sure that your design's going to stay straight up and down like this, what you can do is you can take like a glue dot or a foam square here. So for example, I'll use a foam square and I'm going to add it to the bottom of my ornament here. And they could take this off later. It's not going to hurt anything. I'm going to take and set this down in my box, get it centered where I want it to be, push on the bottom of the box. And now, sorry, my dog's moving around. So now your ornament is not going to shift. It's going to stay still. So that way if you're traveling or you're shipping these or anything, it's going to stay straight like this. So see, when they open the box, it's going to say, will you be my, and then it's bridesmaid. And then you could do your maid of honor and all that. Now, all you need to do is add a final ribbon to the front. All right, so cut you a little bit. Now remember, when you're adding your bows to these, you want to come from the back side. You're going to come from the back side of your box. And come through the back side. All right, so now all we got to do is tie a little bow here. My dog and her nails, you can hear her tapping around there. All right, and then I'm going to trim off the excess piece here and go ahead and trim this piece here too, making it like a slant. So there it is. How stinking cute is this? And like I said, I really love it too, like this. So you could do like an alternate. You could give, you know, one plain color cardstock like this. This is a really pretty pink, and then, or you could do like a design like that. You could either go with this really pretty, like a cardstock that's going to be all the way through and through, or you could do like a really pretty pattern like this. Super, super cute. And then here is the other one. That glare on my light is terrible, like I said. So here's the other one too. Super cute. So you could do them like those. Once again, you can leave the acetate off and just kind of have it open like this. And also, if you guys don't follow me on Instagram, which actually I got to do it this way so you guys can see it correctly. Look how cute my Christmas nails are. So I went to my nail lady. She does amazing work. And I showed her this picture from Google, and she did it. How cute. So she made me these super cute nails. So I'm ready for the holidays. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please hit the like button down below and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one.